Welcome students. So in this video I'll discuss about various forms of equation of line, okay, and what are the possible problems related to all the different forms of the equation of line. That one we'll discuss here, okay. So first form of the equation of line, that one is called slope intercept form. Slope intercept form, okay. There are several forms for the equation of line. So the first one is slope intercept form, okay. So what is the form? You see, form is y equal to mx plus c, y equal to mx plus c. So this is called the slope intercept form of the equation of line, okay. Considering that you know about the general form of equation of line, that one I am considering that you know that one, ax plus by plus c equal to 0, okay. That one was the general form of the equation of line. Now this is called slope intercept form, okay. Y equal to mx plus c, where m is called the slope, where m is the slope of the line, and c is called the y-intercept. C is called the y-intercept. Now what is y-intercept? I am making you understand. You see, suppose one straight line is passing like this, now this straight line may have the slope m. Obviously the straight line will have some slope, so that slope is your m, okay. And the slope and the straight line is cutting some portion, okay. You see this much portion, the straight line is cutting this much portion from the y-axis. That portion is called the y-intercept for that straight line. Now for that straight line we are having the y-intercept, that means some length we are having, it is cutting up some length from the y-axis. That length is the y-intercept, that is c, and the slope of the line is m. So if you have these two information, that is the y-intercept and the slope of the line, then we can find the equation of the line by putting here, okay. Suppose I am giving the related example. Suppose the slope of the straight line is √3. Suppose the slope is the √3, and the y-intercept, that one is cutting, or the y-intercept means the portion or the length the straight line is cutting from the y-axis, okay. Suppose that length is 2 unit, okay. So you are having the slope, you are having the y-intercept. So we can get the equation of straight line using the slope intercept form, okay. Slope is there, intercept is there. So using that format we can easily get the equation of straight line. So just put the values. So what will have? Y equal to √3x plus 2, okay. Now just you can take a little bit calculation. Just take the x and y related things together, like √3x minus y is equal to minus 2, or you can keep like √3x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0, which is the equation of the straight line, okay. So using the slope intercept form, if the two informations are given like the slope and the y-intercept, we can easily have the equation of straight line, okay, by the slope intercept form, that is the y equal to mx plus c. Remember, a very important form of the equation of line, y equal to mx plus c, which is called slope intercept form, okay. Then the next one is called the slope point form. Next one is called the slope point form, okay. So this one is the slope intercept form. Intercept means y-intercept, and slope is there m, okay. So for any straight line, if we know the y-intercept, that means how much portion it is cutting from the y-axis, if we know that value, and if we know the slope of the line, then we can easily get the equation of the line in this way, okay. This is the example I have given. Now let me go to the second form, that is called slope point form, okay. Slope point. That is called slope point form. So the form name is called slope point, P-O-I-N-T, slope point form, okay. That is the second form of the equation of line, okay. Slope point form tells us that slope point form is like this. You see, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Let me make you understand this one. This is the slope point form, okay. Y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Now what are these m? Okay, obviously we know m is the slope of the straight line. Suppose this is only the straight line, okay. Suppose this is the straight line. For the straight line we know the slope of that line, okay. And we know one more information about the line. The line is passing through some point. Suppose that point is x1 comma y1. So two informations we are having here. We know the slope of the line, and we know also the line is passing through some point. That information we have. Now as you are having these two information, that means you know the slope of the line, you know the line is passing through the point x1 comma y1, so we can have the equation of line using the slope point form. You see, depending upon the situation, okay, we'll use the forms. Suppose slope and y-intercept is given, at that time we cannot find by the slope point form. At that time we need to use the slope intercept form, as that one I have discussed in the earlier, isn't it? Slope intercept form. At that time intercept will be given for any straight line, y-intercept will be given, slope will be given. We can find the equation of line using slope intercept form. But if slope is given but the intercept is not given, it is given that the straight line is passing through some point, okay, at that time we will find the equation of line using slope point form. What is the slope point form? Y minus y1, that y coordinate, okay, is equals to m into x minus x1. That is the format. Remember the format, very important. So let me give you one example. Suppose example is find the equation of line. Question will be like this: find the equation of line passing through, okay, the line is passing through the point 3 comma 2, suppose, okay, and having slope, the straight line is having slope 1 by 2, suppose. This is the slope of the line 1 by 2 and the straight line is passing through the point 3 comma 2, okay. So we can use the slope point form, as slope is given, m is given, and the point x1 y1 also given, so we'll just use this format. So what would be the equation of line? We'll start, our answer will be like this. Here m is equal to half, so therefore y minus, as our equation of line will be what? Equation of line, therefore equation of line is what? Y minus y1. What is your y1 here? 2. We can see y coordinate. Y minus y1 is equal to m into, m means your half, okay, m into x minus x1. Okay, just we have taken the values, in the place. Y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. Then just simplify this one and you will get the equation of line. So after simplification, what we are getting? Just multiply 2, the cross multiplication, 2y minus 4 is equal to x minus, what is your x1? It was 3, no? Yes. So x1 is your 3. So 2y minus 4 is equal to x minus 3. Then just take the x and y, all the things in the same side. X minus 2y. Okay, then if you take that one also, it will be plus 1 is equal to 0, isn't it? Just simple calculation. This is the equation of straight line which is passing through the point, that one, okay, 3 comma 2 and having slope half. Okay, so in this way, depending upon the situation, we need to use the several forms of the equation of line. This one I have discussed about slope point form. Previously I have discussed about slope intercept form, isn't it? Slope intercept, in the name only, in the name itself it is having the meaning slope intercept. That means slope will be there, intercept will be there. Slope point, that means slope will be there and the straight line will pass through some point, okay, that point will be there, and then time you can find the equation of straight line. Then let me go to the third one, okay, third form of the equation of line. That is called the 2-point form, okay, 2-point form of equation of line. In 2-point form, what is that? Now we don't know the slope of the line. Now we don't have any information about the slope of the line. But what we know any 2 points on the line, okay, or we can say the line is passing through any 2 points. Okay, suppose there is another point, suppose one point is A, another point is B, and the straight line is passing through any 2 points. Okay, so suppose the coordinates of A are like x1 comma y1 and the coordinates of B like x2 comma y2. So the straight line is passing through 2 points A and B. Then what would be the equation of straight line? At that time we can get the equation of straight line using the 2-point form. What is the 2-point form for the equation of line? That one is y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, this is the equation of line if it is passing through any 2 points. Okay, any 2 points. Or this is the equation of straight line if we know any 2 points on the line. At that time we can easily find the equation of straight line using this format. Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let me give you one example. Find the equation of line. Question is same only. Find the equation of the line. Okay, if it is passes through, okay, suppose any 2 points I am taking 2, 3, and another one is suppose 1 comma 2. Okay, then what would be the equation of straight line? So equation would be, the required equation would be, equation will be, equation is, or the equation of straight line is y minus y1. What is your, you see, this one is your x1 y1, then x2 y2. Okay, just put the values. So y minus y1, x1 y1, that is 3, isn't it? Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1, that is 2 minus 3, isn't it? 2 minus 3 equals to x minus x1. X minus, what is your x1? That is 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is 1 minus 2. Just simplify this one and you will get the equation of straight line. What I am getting? Y minus 3 divided by minus 1 equals to x minus 2 divided by minus 1. You see, minus 1 will get cancelled. So what is remaining? It is remaining that after simplification I am writing it is x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Isn't it? This is the equation of straight line which is passing through these 2 points. Okay, so in this way, if a straight line is passing through any 2 points, then we can easily get the equation of straight line in this way. Okay, this is called the 2-point form. Remember, formats you are supposed to remember. Y minus y1 divided by y2 minus y1 equals to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x1. Previously I have discussed here about slope point form, that is y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1. That one I have discussed. Before that I have discussed about slope intercept form, like y equal to mx plus c. Okay, all the forms, whatever I am discussing here, all the things will be required in class 12 as well. Okay, in solving problems from various chapters, these concepts of straight line will be required. So next one, after this 2-point form, let me discuss about another form, okay, of equation of line only. For equation of line only, we are having several formats. Okay, so that depending upon the different situation, we can get the equation of line. That's why all the formats are there. Okay, depending upon several conditions or several situation, we can get the equation of straight line. Suppose slope and intercept given, we will use the first form. Slope and point given, we will use the slope point form. 2 points are given, we can use the 2-point form. Okay, in this way, depending upon several condition or several situation, we can get the equation of straight line. Now, next one is your called normal form. Normal form. What is that one I am discussing? You see, normal form. Normal form means, suppose you are having one straight line. So obviously that straight line will have some distance from the origin, or we can get the distance of that straight line from the origin. Perpendicular distance. Distance means here it is perpendicular distance. So suppose from the origin the line is at a distance of p unit, small p. Okay, from the origin, this is the origin, no, this is the origin, and we are having a straight line which is at a distance of p unit from the origin. Okay, this is the origin. From the origin the line is having at a distance of p unit, and the distance line, this line OP, suppose this line, let me give another name, OE. Okay, that distance line is making some angle with the x-axis. Suppose that angle is alpha, isn't it? So what we are having, we have the straight line, okay, for which we are supposed to find the equation of that line. Okay, we are supposed to find the equation of that straight line which is at a distance of small p unit from the origin, and the distance line is making some angle with alpha with x-axis. The distance line is making some angle alpha with x-axis. At that time, what is the equation of that straight line? Equation of that straight line will be x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equals to p. Okay, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha equals to p. Now what is your alpha there? Alpha will be the angle, okay, that the distance line making with x-axis, and p is the perpendicular distance, or we can tell p is the distance of the line from the origin. Okay, so if you are given the distance from the origin and the angle, okay, and the angle of the that the distance line is making with the x-axis, if these two requirements are given, okay, at that time we can easily get the equation of straight line. How, you see, suppose one question is, let me make you understand by taking one example. Find the equation of straight line. Find the equation of line. Okay, find the equation of line which is at a distance of suppose 5 unit. that P is here 5, okay, 5 unit from the origin. The line is at a distance of 5 unit from the origin, okay, and the distance line, that is called distance line, OE, okay, and the distance line making or is having, distance line is having some angle, that angle suppose 30 degree, okay, the distance line is having 30 degree angle with x-axis, in this way the informations will be given. So we are supposed to find the equation of straight line which is at a distance of 5 unit from the origin. From the origin the straight line is having the distance 5 unit. Now we are having P equal to 5, okay, and the distance line is making 30 degree angle with the x-axis. The distance line is making 30 degree angle with the x-axis. We are supposed to find the equation of straight line. How to get? Just put the values there. Here what? So solution, if I start here alpha equal to 30 degree and the distance from the origin P equal to 5 unit. So just put the value. Therefore the equation of line will be x cos 30. Cos 30, alpha is 30, no? Cos 30 is your what? Root 3 by 2. Isn't that it? X into root 3 by 2 plus y into sin 30, that is half. That means y into half is equal to 5. Just simplify this one. After simplification, what I am getting? We are getting root 3x plus y minus 10 is equals to 0, okay, which is the equation of straight line. So if this kind of informations are there, that is the perpendicular distance from the origin for that straight line, and the distance line is making 30 degree angle with the x-axis, not that line, okay, the distance line. If it is making 30 degree angle or any angle with the x-axis, at that time we can easily have the equation of straight line, okay, which is at a distance of 5 unit from the origin. That straight line equation we can have in this way. Okay, so that is the normal form. Remember, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equals to P. Very important form, that is called normal form of the equation of straight line. That is x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equals to P, where P is the perpendicular distance of the line from the origin and alpha is the angle which the distance line making with the x-axis. The distance line, that is the perpendicular distance you are having, no, that distance line is making some angle with x-axis, that angle is your alpha, and P is the perpendicular distance of the required line from the origin. Okay, that is the normal form. Now one more important form, that is very important. Why? To draw the graph of any straight line we are using that format. To draw the graph of any straight line, we can have the graph of any straight line using that one. Okay, so that one I am discussing. So this is the normal form, okay, I am rubbing this one. So after the normal form, we are having a very important form we will discuss, okay, very important form of the equation of straight line. That one is called the intercept form. That one is called the intercept form. Previously I have discussed about slope intercept form. At that time I have discussed only about y-intercept. You see, y-intercept means the straight line is cutting off some portion from the y-axis. That portion or the length, that length is called the y-intercept. Similarly, the straight line, if it is cutting off some portion from the x-axis, then you will get the x-intercept. So previously in the first format what we have discussed, that one was y equal to mx plus c. That c was specifically the y-intercept, not other things. Okay, that one was slope intercept form. At that time slope should be also given. But here the form name is intercept form. Intercept form. No requirement of any slope. Okay, intercept form of the equation of straight line. The form is, you see, like this: x by a plus y by b is equals to 1. This is called the intercept form of the equation of straight line. X by a plus y by b is equals to 1. Okay. Now, you see, let me make you understand. X by a plus y by b equals to 1. What is a? What is b? A is called the x-intercept. A is called x-intercept. Okay. And that b is called y-intercept. If you know these two values, okay, for any straight line, if you know the x-intercept of the line, if you know the y-intercept of the line, then we can easily put the value here and we can get the equation of straight line. That is called the intercept form of the equation of straight line. Suppose this is the straight line and that straight line is cutting off some portions from x-axis as well as from the y-axis. This is the y-axis, no? So the straight line is cutting off some portion from this is the portion the straight line cutting off from the x-axis, and this is the portion the straight line is cutting off from the y-axis. The portion which the straight line is cutting from the x-axis is called the x-intercept. X-intercept. That one will have some value, like that is called a. Okay, a unit. Suppose it is cutting off a unit from the x-axis. Okay, that is called x-intercept, and the straight line is also cutting off b unit from the y-axis. That is called the y-intercept. That is called the y-intercept. That means the portion which is cutting off from the y-axis is called y-intercept, and the portion which is cutting off from the x-axis, that is called x-intercept, and measured from the origin. Okay, this is the origin. That much length we can have. We can have also this much length. So if we have these two lengths, these are called the x-intercept and y-intercept. Okay, so we can have the values a and b. So we will just put the values and we can get the equation of straight line. Let me make you understand by one question. Question is, find the equation of straight line, find the equation of line, find the equation of line having intercepts on the axis, having intercepts on the axis as 2 and 3, okay, respectively. Suppose respectively, axis means x-axis and y-axis. Okay, so x-axis, that means x-intercept is 2 and the y-intercept is 3. So that's why find the equation of straight line having intercepts. What are the intercepts? 2 and 3 respectively. That means x-intercept is 2 and the y-intercept is 3. X-intercept is 2 means from the x-axis it is cutting off 2 unit length. It is cutting off 2 unit length from the x-axis, and it is cutting off 3 unit length from the y-axis, and we are having the intercept. So this is your a value, this is your b value. Just put all the values there and you will get the equation of straight line. So what would be the equation of line? So our solution starts here, a equal to 2 and b equal to 3. So therefore the equation will be x by 2 plus y by 3 is equals to 1. Just take a simple LCM, then you will get the answer. So that one will be 3x plus 2y minus 6 is equals to 0, which is the equation of the required equation of the line. Okay, so that is called the intercept form of the equation of line. So this is the concept. So here I have discussed several forms of the equation of line. First one I have discussed slope intercept form. First one I have discussed about, let me rub this one. So several forms of equation of line, that is the various forms of equation of line. First of all I have discussed about what? Slope intercept form. Slope intercept form, that one I have discussed. Secondly I have discussed about slope point form. Slope point form, okay, that one I have discussed. Third I have discussed about what I have discussed, that one. After then slope point form, that one I have discussed 2-point form, isn't it? That one also I have discussed 2-point form. Then fourthly I have discussed about normal form of the equation of straight line. Okay, and last I have discussed about intercept form of the equation of straight line. Intercept form, okay, of equation of straight line. So these 5 formats I have discussed. There are means for each of the formats there can be several problems are possible. Okay, so this is the concept here only I have given. How to, means depending upon the situation, how can use the several formats, or what are the several formats possible. Slope intercept form, slope point form, 2-point form, normal form, then intercept form. All the 5 forms I have discussed how to get the equation of line in all the 5 formats. Now in my next video or in the next class I shall discuss about several problems related to all the 5 forms of equation of line. So that means some informations will be given. Depending upon the information we are supposed to use the formats. So before that we need to memorize all the formats, like y equal to mx plus c. This one you need to remember. What is the slope intercept form? What is the slope point form? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. These things should be, means you should remember all the 5 formats. If you know all the 5 formats, then if you see the information or depending upon the situation, you will be able to understand which form you are supposed to use to get the equation of straight line. Okay, so already I have given for all the 5 formats I have given the examples. That type of problems only will be there, and there will be little bit modification. Okay, that one will do in my next class. Okay, so till then read all the 5 formats and try to see some related problems of these 5 formats. Okay, thank you.